Here in Michigan, it's 2:18 p.m. Gonna jump on. I'm gonna open up my TD Ameritrade account and I'm gonna import all my trades from last week into TraderSync, break it down, and look at some charts. There was a couple stocks I wanted to talk about, and one in particular I dropped a big bomb on, and it's a big lesson I learned from it. It was that stock from 2-3 days ago that just consolidated all day and then it exploded and just went parabolic. I can't remember the name of the ticker right now, but we're going to talk about that one. You guys can hear me okay? All right, AAME. This was the call of the day, Friday. We were looking at this when it was just below $4 right there. And for some brokers, I couldn't even buy. I could not ride this wave up right here, which would have been 120% return. But I was able to get a piece of the move. From $4, this ran all the way up to 16 bucks. A $12 move. Over 300% this ran. And then as the end of the day went on, it went all the way back down to where it came from. All this was a pump and dump. That's all it was. What was the float on AAME? It was like 3.5 million float. So it's almost a nano float stock. Super low float. When you have a super low float like that and volume just hits it, expect prices to just explode to the upside. And I also took away a lesson from this too. It got me to thinking that morning at $4 when it was starting to break to the upside, my broker, TD Ameritrade, would not let me buy it. So if you have a broker that's not letting you be able to buy it when there's really no volume on it, there's nobody that's selling the shares. The brokers don't have shares. So until volume starts coming into the stock and shares start to be exchanged, a light bulb went off in my head for next time. If I ever run into this again, that could be a possibility that it could be a really big move on the day. Because if you look at the daily chart on this, there's no volume at all. Average volume the past month was maybe a couple thousand a day. That's it. Not much at all. You had a big volume right here, 825K volume on the day. Compared to this big day, on this day it had 113 million in volume. So a stock with no history of volume, you see that it's starting to break out, which it did Friday. Your broker's not letting you buy it because there's no one to sell. Who are you going to buy the shares from? So until shares start getting exchanged, buy, sell from each other, that's just something to note going into the future. No, it's not that TD Ameritrade was blocking people from trading this stock. I was able to trade it an hour later. It's the fact that there was no, look at, when I scroll out, there's no volume. All right here. No volume at all. So these brokers don't have shares, or there's nobody holding it and wanting to sell. So until a broker starts it and people start coming in and exchanging shares, just because TD Ameritrade didn't have shares doesn't mean that E-Trade had some shares or Interactive Brokers. And then until those shares hit the market and they start exchanging with each other, that's when the supply and demand come into effect. Now you get where I'm coming from? It's not the fact that they were restricting this stock. It's just the simple fact there was no shares. But an epic move here on AAME. Running from 4 all the way up to a high of $16. I thought that this was going to run to $20 at least during right here when it was around 10. I picked up a lousy 1,300 shares and I held it all the way up to 15 bucks. Was able to make 5,000 on that. But then on TD, I was able to make 7K on that. So I made over $16,000 on the day on AAME here. Very good job. I did not let that morning phase me when I wasn't able to buy. I let the play run, did what it had to do. I didn't chase after it. I let it pull back, reset back up, and I was able to capitalize. And I think all of you guys were able to capitalize on it too. But yeah, like I said, it was like 10 minutes right here when the market opened. We were looking right here at this break above 4 bucks. And when I went to go try to buy, TD Ameritrade wouldn't let me buy because there was no shares available. But later on in the day, a couple hours later, I was able to buy. I even think 3 Kings from Discord, he was able to buy, but we weren't. And he held it all the way up to high of day at 16. He made a killing on that stock. I forget how much he said he made. I think he said he made like 13,000. All right, let's get into this TraderSync here. I told you guys going forward that I was going to start uploading my trades live with you guys because I don't like with TraderSync, you can manipulate this thing. That's the thing I don't like about this. So if you're following a guru out there and they're showing you their trades and breaking them down, but they're not showing you the process of them uploading straight from their broker to this platform, I don't know if I would believe them. I really don't. Because you can go into this and create your own trades. You can edit your trades, delete trades. That's the stupid thing. They should have a thing in here where you can link your broker up and it's like a verified check mark that your trades are verified from your broker and you're not able to edit them. They should have that feature. Let me load up Thinkorswim and I'll sign in here. And then we'll go back this previous week and we'll export my trades and import them into TraderSync. All right, I got Thinkorswim open. So I go to the Monitor tab, and then I go to Account Statements. And then I gotta go from the date right here. So we're gonna go the first week. Of January 2021. So the first, or actually the 4th. January, yeah, the 1st. No, February. I'm sorry. Yeah, so February 1st through February 5th. Right here. All right, so we got February 1st, February 5th. Here are all my trades from that week. Then I got the exact time from the 1st. So from the oldest. Now I go up here and I export to file. Export to file. What should we name this? First week of Feb. First week of Feb. Click save. Now we go back to TraderSync. I go to add trade. And we're going to import it. Thinkorswim, portfolio. There's my account. There's the time, the date, month, year. I like it like that. And we're going to choose file, so browse. Go back to my OneDrive. Right here. First week of Feb. 2-6-2021 at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's the file we want. Click open. And then import. Let these trades import in. So I can show you guys that. Let's see. Did it fail to do it? Select the proper. Let me see. I think I might have uploaded the wrong file. Click the drop down at the top of the account statement and select date range you wish to import. Make sure the trade history section is sorted by exact time with the oldest first. We did that. Click the Actions menu at the top right of the window and select Export to File. From the menu that displays, change the file type to CSV and save the file to your desktop. I think I didn't do that part. Export to file. Yeah, it's already selected. Save. Yes. Let me see if it did it through. Add trade. Browse. We want this one. Open. Import trades. Warning, select the proper date format on this page before uploading. What the heck? I'm doing it. How is Thinkorswim have it? Month, day, year. So it's that one. First week of Feb right there. Open. When I did this last time, I didn't have any problems with it. Now it's starting to go through. So I think it's going to go through now. I was just selecting the date, the order of the date. Because you see on Thinkorswim, it's got 2/1/2021. So on TraderSync, you have to match your date with that. So success. You have successfully imported 63 trades with 1,291 executions. All right. So we imported our trades. Now let's go back to the dashboard. And here are all my trades. My win percentage went up. It was at 58%. Now it's at 59%. But last week was a back and forth week. I started off the week. Let's see if I can go to the calendar. Right here. Look at this, guys. On Monday, I made almost $10,000. Tuesday, that was a bad day for me. I lost $20,000. Then Wednesday, I made $19,000. Thursday, I lost $15,000. Friday, I made $11,000. Just back and forth all week, but I was able to end the week positive. Go back to my trades. There's one specific trade. Where is it at? Yeah, AACG. This is the bad boy I want to talk about. AACG went parabolic. This is all messed up right here. Those are not my entries and exits on it. Right here. I kept trying to get in on this. I seen what it was doing. All right here. Below $5. What this kept doing was it would pop to $5 and then it would slowly fade down to $4. Pop back up to 5, slowly fade back down to $4. I knew it was setting up to squeeze, but I kept putting in my stop at $4 or just, and I kept getting stopped out. I tried 3 times getting in on AACG and I got stopped out every single time. All because I didn't put my stop low enough. So I knew what was happening, but I just kept getting stopped out. I kept loading the boat, guys. I was buying 25,000 shares, 30,000 shares, all in this area right here. But I wanted to have a tight stop because I don't want to take a dollar loss holding 25,000 shares, 30,000 shares. So every time I got in, it would stop me out. And then I went and took a nap. And when I came back, this thing was exploding up to $13, $20. And I'm like, I knew it. I knew it. This would have been a home run grand slam trade if it never took me out. At $4, and this thing ran all the way up to 20 bucks. That's a $15 move, a 350% runner. So imagine buying 25,000, 30,000 shares and just going and taking a nap and coming back, and it's at 20 bucks. Let's do the math on that. I'll do 25,000 shares times 15. That would have been a $375,000 winner. No joke. That would have been take a $500,000 nap. I mean, come on. I knew what this thing was doing. I knew it. And I even said it in the Discord chat. I believe this was Wednesday. But man, I dropped the ball big time on this. I ended up taking a $20,000 loss on AACG, but I was able to cut it in half when at the end of the day right here, buying this pullback and then letting it run up to 15 bucks. But such an irritating trade when you see and know what's going to happen, but your timing is just off. The right thing for me to do would have been to just sit on my hands and wait. Let it consolidate all right here, because this thing consolidated from 10 a.m. all the way up until 1:30. So 3.5, 4 hours, this consolidated. And then once it starts to perk up, chances are, once a stock picks a direction after a long consolidation, it's going to continue going in that direction. So simply just sitting on my hands and waiting for the stock to pick a direction, instead of jumping in and anticipating a move, I should have waited. And then when it started to perk up right here, that's when I should have started loading the boat. Agree or disagree? All right, let's see what some of you guys are saying here. Said to make sure time and date format is correct. Might need to edit the Excel file. Yeah, we figured out the export part. It was on TraderSync. Like I said, you need to match the date format as your broker statement. I did start to Lear TraderSync today. I was in TraderView, but seems to me very old school versus TS. If you want my honest opinion, TraderSync is pretty slick, but I most definitely prefer TraderView. TraderView keeps it more simple. There's a lot of bugs with this TraderSync. I don't like how you can go into it and edit your portfolio. Like I said, I think they should have a verification thing on here with your broker. Someone using EndWonk as journal. It is recommended by Chat with Traders, and it's one-time payment and looks pretty good, but haven't tried it yet. I've never heard of that one. I'll have to check it out. Edge Wonk, that's what it's called. Best snap. It would have been the best snap ever if I never got taken out of AACG. It would have been a grand slam home run, making $500,000, but just for taking a nap. That's the thing too, yup. And after you see a big move like this and you've got stopped out, that's when your emotions start to kick in and trigger, which could lead to revenge trading. But for the most part, I was able to handle myself. I waited and I waited till I seen a pattern that I recognized, and I attacked. I knew that this was going to be the end of the day runner because nothing else was really going on. Let's go back though to this TraderSync. It was just a wild one. And then that big day I lost on SAVA. Friday I was able to make back $8,400 on SAVA, which helps. But on SAVA, that one hurt me bad, guys. I got so emotional on that one, and I completely screwed it all up. And at the end of the day, looking at the chart, it made so much more sense, and I was just disgusted with myself on the way I traded it. Right here, SAVA. So total, I was down on this $26,000. I got it down to $15,000 for a loss. But look at that. It's not even showing all my trades. Let me see if I go back up and select them all. Refresh. Nope, it's only showing me my one. I traded this multiple times. Multiple times. So the day right here, when it ran from $24 all the way up to $75, I didn't touch it at all. And I seen all these traders tweeting about it, talking about it. I seen Deckmar was trading it, talking and tweeting about it, making 10,000, 20,000 all morning. I had the discipline. I didn't chase after it. I didn't touch it. And then afternoon, when the stock started to pull back, I said, bet I'm going to get the bounce on this bad boy. And you know what I ended up doing, guys? I ended up catching a fallen knife. That's what I did. I only picked up a lousy 2,000 shares. But you know what I overlooked? I overlooked how volatile this stock was. 2,000 shares, and this stock is ripping up and down $2, $3 at a time. That 2,000 shares is going to bite you. So as soon as I entered in on this, it dropped down on me, and I seen on my P&L I was down 8,000, 10,000. And I'm like, oh my goodness, what did I get myself into? So I cut it. And then every single time it looked like it was going to reverse, I was anticipating a break, where I messed up. Just simply draw a line. That's all I had to do, was draw a line right here. Every single time it touched that line, it didn't break through it. I was anticipating that break, so I was forcing trades. And then look what it ended up doing. It leveled out right here. And from 50, a good mental $50, this bounced up to $60. A nice $10 move right there. And then it got really tight. Right there, forming a wedge. Just like that. And from 60 bucks, it broke up and ran up to $62. But I dropped the bomb big time on this bad boy, for sure. I let my emotions get the best of me, and I dropped the bomb on it. This was my worst loss of my whole career right here. But overall, I didn't let it faze me. I kept pushing on and going. So let's start at February 1st. Right here. VXRT, 212 bucks. TTNP, 375 bucks. LODE, 600 bucks. Load, 2,000. Load, lost 1,300. Load, this was the big boy right here. Made 8,000 on that one. Let's check that one out. A 22% return. I honestly think that these buys and sells on this chart are out of whack. I traded this multiple times, and there's no way I did all my trading right there. There's no way. Yeah, they need to fix this. I'm paying for their services and they can't even come through and have a correct chart. Unless I'm only looking at one trade, which I want to look at all of my trades. I gotta be doing something wrong, guys. Let's see. Management. So here's my P&L from the course of my career from November. I'm at that $175,000 resistance up there. I can't break through it right now. So see, I broke up through that level. 175K was resistance, and I had a big fall off right here. That was that SAVA trade. But from that SAVA trade, I was able to bounce right back up. So going into next week, I'm going to be looking to break through that 175K barrier. pushed my way up to 200K. That's pretty impressive, though. My trading account size, I trade with a $200,000 account. So from November, December, January, so 4 months, it took me to double my account. That's like a 25% growth per month. That's pretty impressive. That's insane returns. The S&P 500 gives on average maybe 8 to 16% return on your investments per year. I'm doing a 25% return per month. I don't do none of the journaling or nothing like that. I just import in my trades. I don't do the strategy or anything like that. I just look at the statistics. That's all that I do. So if I go to overview, let's look at that. So my win percentage, I'm getting close to that 60%. My goal, I want to have my win percentage, I would say at least above 65%, at least. But because the type of trader that I am, I'm very selective about what I trade. I just don't jump into anything. But this market has just been so insane, and we've just been seeing everything run. Everything. I mean, I've been a gunslinger. Every single thing that pops up, I've been jumping in on because they keep going. I need to get my loss percentage down. 40%, I'm not satisfied with that. I know that is good with a lot of people, but I want my loss percentage low. Like I said, I like to be very selective with my trades. So I need to start getting back and focused on being more selective and patient with my trades. Remember, it's not how many trades you take that will make you money. It's the trades that you select that will make you money. If you find yourself in a consolidation, just get out because it's a 50-50 coin flip. I just seen someone comment about that. Just get out, wait for the stock to pick a direction, and chances are the stock's going to continue going in that direction. It doesn't keep going in that direction 100% of the time. You know, there always is that risk, but your chances are way greater for that stock to continue going in that direction. Like right here. Looking at this minute chart right here. You see that this stock ran up right here, and then it had this pullback right here. Little tight wedge, broke to the upside, pulled back, continued going in that direction. Now, if this fell down to the downside, you know, chances are it's going to continue falling to the downside. Even right here, stock had this pop up, it pulled back, it continued going in that direction. From 9 all the way up to 13. Look at GameStop. GameStop just got destroyed. Just got destroyed. Someone asked, do I still use Bookmap? If no, why? I don't use Bookmap anymore. I bought the lifetime membership for it, but I would still have to pay the subscription fees for the data. But after using it, to be honest, it is a very cool tool, and it does help you learn how to recognize order flow and all of that. But at the end of the day, and after using it for a month, I didn't really see the point in having it because I clearly see it on the chart. And it's just another application that I would have to run on my desktop. You know, I'm already running Street Smart Edge, Thinkorswim, Trade Ideas, my web browser for YouTube, my Discord. I have so many apps running on my desktop, and I'm just gonna overwhelm and slow down my desktop. 5 monitors. But Bookmap is cool. I still have it. Let me pop it up. See? Here it is right here. Just go to connections and type in what you wanted. And then you type in the ticker symbol that you want. Bitcoin is free for it, or it should be. But the feed that you would need for it was the DX feed. And I no longer pay for the subscription to it. But let's see if it still pops up. Actually, we'll look up AAME. Nope, it won't let me. There we go. So I can go back and I can load back, let's say 3 hours. They're always adding new features and tools to this thing too. See, the data is delayed by 25 hours. So if I wanted, I could go back and rewatch specific stocks and see the order flow of how they actually did it. Like the GameStop squeeze, I could go back and I could rewatch all of that. Maybe I'll put out a video on that. But I still have the platform. I just don't use it. I honestly, I see it clear as day on the charts. So it is a cool tool. I would recommend getting it. It is cool and it will help you. But like I said, I've studied charts and volume and price action. I can see it clear as day on this chart, just as I can on Bookmap. What is your PC inners or the power say? So PC configuration. That I could not tell you, to be honest. And if you would help me, if you could make my PC faster, and help me out with that, I mean, I'm open ears. I'm down to try anything to, you know, boost my computer's performance. I went through and I turned off all of the live tiles. I looked up YouTube videos on the settings because I got real into it because I didn't want anything to disrupt my internet speed for when I'm trading. You know, because we all know it's all about timing and speed. So we answered the Bookmap question. Actually, this is how the data is imported. I'm on mobile. I can't see how much you were down. That career is boss stuff right there. I appreciate it, PRD. It wasn't easy getting this return. And this is just on Thinkorswim. I'm not even showing you guys my other personal trading account on Charles Schwab. I have multiple brokers open. And here's a tip. If you have a savings account, don't let it sit in a bank account. You want to let it sit. If you're going to have money sit, let it sit in a brokerage account because you get better interest on your money. Like every month with Charles Schwab, just for having it's not much interest, but just for having $25,000 sitting there, I get $1 every month. So what does your bank pay you? A penny every, what, 3 months? So it's just a little tip. And then you always have funds on hand. Let's say something happens and it's a once in a lifetime thing that happens. Now you're primed and ready and you have a broker to execute that trade. RAM is king when it comes to running lots of apps. I have a big RAM. I run all my stuff though on the cloud. Yeah, send me that link, PRD. KNW, to answer your question on Bookmap, just make sure you go to their website and make sure you're just subscribed to all of the data packages. That was a big turnoff for me with Bookmap. They charge you an arm and a leg for all of those data subscriptions. And if you're not consistently pulling money out of the market, that monthly fee of subscriptions is going to eat you up. And especially if you have that, you have trade ideas, you have a news feed, you're going to be paying a lot of money. Okay, go to setting, then system, and then about. All right, let's do that. So go to settings, system, and then about. System, about. All right. Then we'll tell you, what is your PC? Do you subscribe and use the NASDAQ total view market data on Schwab? No, I don't. Unless I don't know about it, to be honest. Because it's like it's a quarterly fee. It's like $35 every quarter. But if you trade like over 200 times with them, I think they waive the fee. But there's K&W with Bookmap, there's multiple things that you have to be subscribed to. Like they have the iceberg order thing, they have the CBOE, the Amex, the NASDAQ. There's all kinds of them. All right, so my processor is an i7. My RAM, I have 32 gigabytes. I have 30, it pretty much 30, it's all usable. Because like I said, I put everything on the cloud. So I don't put everything on my RAM. Windows 10. And then for my graphics card, I have the Intel graphics and I have the NVIDIA. I forget what it is. It's the GeForce GTX 1070 Ti, which I heard it was a really good video card or whatever it is. But when it comes to this stuff, I have no idea. No idea. I've tried educating myself on all of this stuff because at one point I wanted to build my own desktop. I was learning about it, but it's so much stuff to learn about. And technology is always moving forward. So anything that you buy right now, tomorrow it'll be old. And the prices of the stuff is always fluctuating up and down. I use 5 monitors. 5. 5 monitors. So I wish I could get my broker data plugged into Bookmap software. That may be a feature. Send them an email or a message at Bookmap. Maybe they'll work with you on that. Are there ways to see dark orders? No, not that I know of. I seen a video on YouTube once. A guy was showing you how to do it with a website, but they're dark orders for a reason. Like you can go through and possibly look at like once the history passes, you can go back like maybe a month and try. I will keep that noted, Sebastian. Well, for the most part, it's a gaming PC, yeah. But I messed up, and do not do what I did. I just went to Dell and I built it on the website, and it cost me an arm and a leg doing it that way. I would highly, highly say don't do that. Rebel forever. Your PC is boss. You should be fine. Yeah, for the most part, it is a good PC. The only thing that sucks is the fan. You know, when I have multiple apps open and like that book map, Charles Schwab, TD Ameritrade, Trade Ideas, and I'm live streaming also, that fan kicks on and it is loud. Wow. You got KNW, you got 6 monitors, 2 video cards, and Ryzen CPUs are on the way to go for multitasking. Wow. Yeah, the Streamlabs bot, it's a I gotta have it up and running though because there are so many algorithms out there. They would just spam this channel in the chat. Ask me next time I jump in a boat and come over the Great Lake from Chicago and set you up. You're in Chicago? You're only like probably 4 hours away from me. I'm right in Ann Arbor, Michigan. I know the guy from Boiler Room Trading lives in Michigan too. I just don't know where he's located. Might be cool if me and him ever teamed up in the future. But overall, back and forth action last week. Next week, I'm just going to try to keep pushing forward. This market is just hot and on fire. And what I've noticed, the morning, stay away from the morning. Things start to heat up and really the easy plays come around at 10 o'clock, 11. Like that's like after these stocks move, pull back, that's the setup. That's the setup right there. I mean, just look at this look at this shakeout right here. What the heck happened here? Oh, that's GameStop. GameStop's due for a big bounce though. I could see it bouncing back up to 200 bucks. Armanda's mentioned a few stocks. Let me scroll up, see if I can find it. OSCG was one of them. You want to talk about OSCG? I really don't see much to talk about with this one. OSCG. Oh, you mean OCGN. Looks like it had a move after hours. Wow, beautiful setup at the end of the day there. Let me load up my Street Smart Edge. I actually think Thinkorswim might be fine. Wow, this bad boy ran from 350 all the way up to 880. You see what I'm saying, though, right here? Let me get my marker. So this consolidation phase right here, and this pattern setup, that wedge. You see how once it picked its direction, it continued going in that direction. From 550 all the way up to 750 up there. But look what it did here after hours. It set up another pattern there. It fell to the downside, came back, faded down, and then exploded back up. It trapped shorts right there. This bad boy will probably gap up Monday. Over $10 probably. And then once it does that, look for a morning sell-off, and then look for a reversal or a bounce. So there could be still some opportunity on OCGN going into next week. See, look, I traded it right here. Here on the 10-minute, just patterns for days. Wedge here, ran up, got its pullback, continued pushing. Pulled back, old resistance held as support, continued pushing. Look for it to get over that 850. If they can get over 850 and run up, look for 850 to hold, and the next level will probably be that mental $10. That's a good one, Armandas. And then PPBT. It's another good one. I'm going to write these in chat. So ticker symbol OCGN and ticker symbol PPBT. And then give me 1 second, guys. I gotta respond to a personal message. All right, what are you guys saying over here? We'll go back and break this down in one moment. Another good after hours runner. After hours is a wild time. I don't trade after hours. I don't. Because the type of trader that I am, I'm transitioning. I'm trying to transition into position size trading. And it's hard to get into a big position after hours. OCGN is a COVID play. They got a vaccine on the way. The news came in on Friday around 11 a.m. See how resistance was right there? They ran it up, and then they wicked it all the way down. Old resistance support right there. Pretty powerful move. $6 right there. Draw your trend line. Broke over. It's been holding that 6 as support. Look for it to ramp back up to 680, 7, 725. Those are going to be the 3 levels it's going to break through. Breaks through those. Go to the daily. I mean, this thing, not even getting history on it. It's a newer IPO, it looks like. What was that one that ran Friday? BSQR? Yeah, I'm good at remembering tickers. I messed up on this one. This one I was just going back and forth on. I got scared out of my position. I was up, what was it, 4,000 on the day, and I didn't want to wipe away my $4,000 winner. So when I jumped in, I jumped back out, and then when it started to lift up and go, I jumped back in, and I made back what I lost on the first trade, and it put me up. I was up like 300, 400 bucks. And I'm like, I'm done. I'm not even going to go after you. But from 6 all the way up to almost $9, a $3 return right there, that was a good move. But again, you see the patterns it sets up. Look at that. I mean, wedges for days. Ran up, pulled back down to the area that it broke out from, but it just failed to continue. From here at 650, I would have looked for this to run back up to the high right here. But it failed to follow through. It came back up, held as resistance. That's giving shorts confidence right there. And then it fades off. I'm telling you guys, all these big movers like this, BSQR, AAEM, GameStop, you know, take pictures of the charts, study the charts, break down every chart, every time frame, every candlestick. What's the chart telling you? Why did it move? Why did it make this move? Almost looks like a head and shoulders. Look at that, based out right at $3. Popped up, got that, I call it a micro pullback right here. Got that micro pullback, explosion. Look at all that volume come in. And as this kept pushing up, higher and higher, more and more volume kept coming into it. Don't forget, guys, this next Tuesday on the 9th, February 9th, we're going to have part 4 of the masterclass. All right. I've been working on it all month. Should be a pretty good one. So we'll have part 4 of the masterclass. We'll do on Tuesday, February 9th. I'll probably start class at around 11:30 a.m. Eastern time. But don't worry, I always record and save the masterclasses for you guys to always go back and revisit, rewatch it, or watch it if you've missed it. If you have not signed up for the masterclass, or you wish to, just go to my YouTube channel, click on the join button right there. From there, you get an intro video of what the masterclass is about. And you got 2 options right here. The day trading masterclass. You get member only videos that are on demand. You get access to the premium chat room. And twice a month study group sessions, which is pretty much every Friday when we live stream trade. I do the live stream trading on Discord. So it's all real time. And I answer all of your guys' questions and go from there. Let's say you don't want to do the day trading masterclass, but you want to be a part of the Discord chat room with us every day. Click on the Discord chat right there. It's a cheap $20 a month. You can easily make $20 in one trade. Easily. $20 a month for the Discord chat room. We're in here every single day. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. We're all up in here calling out what stocks we're looking at, what we're trading, what I'm looking at, what I'm trading, what setups do I see. Ask any of these guys in here. There's plenty of opportunity on the table in the stock market. And I give out handfuls of opportunities that are setting up throughout the day. Also, a great thing with this, being a part of a community, we're all a part of a team. So we're all working together. We have each other's backs. We're reminding each other of the risk. Hey guys, don't chase after this stock. Check your emotions. This could easily have a death candle. Always keep risk management in mind. Or right when the market opens. Hey guys, let's settle down. Let's not be gunslingers right when the market opens. Let's let this market open up, see what presents itself, and go from there. We're all up in here every single day, killing it. So if you sign up, go to the Discord, send me, Mr. Wolf, a private message with your YouTube username, and we'll unlock it all for you. The Day Trading Masterclass, guys. Right up here, Day Trading Masterclass, just below the start here. Click on that. We have all the classes right here. The member-only videos. The study group videos. Market recaps. Homework. Member video playlist. And all of the masterclasses that I do, I give you guys the PowerPoint slides. So if you were interested in checking out all of the slides from a specific class, all of the links are right there. We got a pretty good team up in here, and we're only growing and growing and growing, guys. This is the beginning. I plan on being and doing big things in the future. Brett C asked, what's your best day in the market? There's two of them. One, I traded Tesla. I made $25,000 on that. That was like 2 years ago or a year ago. And then recently, I had my biggest day trading, what was it? It was just recent. $33,000 was what it was. Trying to pull it up real quick because I know it's in the Discord here. Right here. December 17th. This was my biggest trading day right here. I made almost $32,000. And it's only the beginning. I plan on making $100,000 trades. I want to be a big money trader. So I'm conditioning myself. I'm learning still. And I'm growing. It's a never-ending process. It's not if, it's a matter of when I will be making that big money. I want to put up big numbers like Ross and Madaz. I'm not out here to make a couple grand. Madaz is a great trader. He's a good trader. I mean, I don't follow him in his trading, but I pay attention to what he's watching because I know he has a following. But he's a good dude. There's a lot to learn from this guy. I just don't like his trading style and strategy. Joe Villarreal, I think I said your name right. Do you buy under the VWAP line and expect for it to go back up? Sometimes. We call those squeezes. Armanda, can you explain more detailed your trading you mentioned about style of sizing? Armanda, we'll cover that in the masterclass. It's just too much to go over and just just quickly and briefly give an explanation. I've been doing this for 5 years, so it's multiple things, and I plan on covering it all in the masterclass. In the masterclass, I'm going to show and tell you guys everything that I know and how I got to where I am. Rock Doc. That's what I do. I take pictures of the charts and then draw my trading strategy on each. There you go. That's the way to do it. I do the exact same thing on all of my charts. There's not some on here, but you see what I do here? I draw my line, I write a description. There's some more. There's some more right there. This is little things like this, and doing this stuff, guys, is going to separate you from everyone else. And then you're going to go off, and you're not even going to want to hear or care what other people have to say about stocks or the stock market, because you could do it all yourself. Like, I never go off and I see what other people are talking about for stocks, because I don't care. I don't care what they have to say. I'm just going to do what I do. And most of them, and I'm not trying to bash, but probably 90% of traders on YouTube are fake. And I'm not going to single out any of them, but most of them are garbage. They won't even show you their P&L, or they're making crumbs, making a couple $100, and they struggle to do that. And their losers are way bigger than their winners. I'm a big believer in be careful who you follow and learn from, because once you learn a habit, it's hard to erase that habit. Do I have any videos on how to set up tape for Schwab? I don't use the tape on Charles Schwab. I use the tape on Thinkorswim. It's real simple. I have the regular tape right here, and then I have another tape only showing orders 2,000 size or higher, so I can see the big money. And I don't use level 2. Level 2, that was popular in the 90s. There's too many games that are played on level 2. Going back to Fidelity, I still have the platform. I don't use it though. I traded with them one time and I didn't like it. I just didn't. Their charts are whack. I didn't care for them. They were whack. I still have the platform on my desktop. Let me see if I can sign in. Oh, looks like I gotta reset my password. Let me see. Yeah, I gotta reset my password on Fidelity's. Just give me 1 second. For Fidelity, oh, I can set it right here. All right. I changed my password. Let me load this up. So I traded one time with Fidelity, and I just didn't care for it. Now it's being stupid. So what I didn't like with this, it's a slick looking platform. But what I didn't like was they don't have crosshair naturally on the chart. So if I wanted a crosshair on this, I'd have to go into the draw, select the crosshair, and then click to bring the crosshair up like this. I don't like that. I think a crosshair should be natural on a chart. And then when I took a trade, the P&L wouldn't update real time. And I had a hard time trying to find out where my P&L was, where my order was. It was just stupid. So I just didn't care for them. It is a slick platform though, I'll give them that. But they don't even have VWAP in the indicators. They have a lot of indicators here, but they don't have VWAP. So that was a turnoff. So I withdrew all my money from them, and it's still open, but I'm not going to trade with them. So did you ever end up trading with Fidelity? I saw your YouTube review. I only made one video on Fidelity, so I crossed them out. Nay G, do you trade full time? Yup, I do this full time. How important do you consider the tape to your trading, or is it mostly based off the chart? I use the tape a lot in my trading, especially when I'm entering a position or holding a position. The tape really tells you the story of the supply and demand and who's in control. And the only way you're going to get better with the tape is just by putting in that time. You know, consistently just sit there in the market hours and just watch the tape. Over time, get a year, 2 years under your belt, you're going to start seeing some stuff. There's no hidden secret to the tape. Day trading and trading is a big part of my income, I would say, but I try not to rely just off of my trading income. You know, ask any entrepreneur or any business person out there. You never want to just have to rely on one income. So this is why I do YouTube and I make the masterclass, have the Discord. You want to have multiple streams of income coming in all areas. That way, you know, what if I do have a bad month? You know, now I have YouTube to fall back on. I have my merch store to fall back on. You never want to have all your eggs in one basket. So, day trading profit, I got YouTube revenue, I got my membership revenue, I have 2 merch stores, I have a bunch of affiliate links that I use. Amazon affiliate. What else is there? I have a little bit of real estate with my brother that I do on the side. That's it for now. But I'm always looking to grow more and more and more. Because, like I said, if you can have successfully 5 to 10 revenue sources coming in, that's amazing. That's amazing. And it all adds up. Even if it's a couple bucks here and there, it all pays out. Even Google has your survey thing where every month they send you surveys. And if you answer a couple surveys, they send you a couple bucks. You know, that's another revenue source. It's not much, like I said, but the more you have, the better. Sebastian says, just don't become 100% like Ross and use us to lift your trades and then jump ship. So far, I haven't done that. I mean, majority of the time, you guys don't even know when I enter or sell my position because I don't like when people follow my trades. I'm more of, you should learn how to do this, and I'd rather teach you to do this rather than me feeding you with a spoon, you know? And it goes to show, it really does. Monday through Friday chat, all of you guys that signed up, you're all in here calling out your own plays. And I'll call out a stock, and you guys will develop your own trading plan. And then you'll come at me with profit that you've made from your own trading plan. And I mean, that's awesome. Me as a teacher and as a mentor, I love seeing stuff like that. That means that I'm doing my job right and I'm doing my job well. When I can present to you guys what you need to succeed at this, I can give you the tools, but you have to use those tools and build your own ship or your house. You know, I can't just open your brain and pour in everything that I know. You have to put the work into it and educate yourself. I can point you to in all the directions. Stay away from this. Learn about this. Focus on that. Focus on the psychology right now. Focus on your emotions. Monitor your thoughts. Stuff like that. Little tips and tricks. You know, you most definitely need a mentor in this game to speed up the process. Because if you do this by yourself, it's going to take you a long time and you're going to spend a lot of money on your tuition from your losers, learning from all of your mistakes. Give me 1 second, guys. Let me respond to this message here. All right, I'm done with this thing right here. But what did we focus on in the last masterclass part 3? We focused on chart patterns and continued chart patterns. Hopefully you guys were able to go through your homework for that last masterclass. And do me a favor for you membership masterclass members. Go over to the members chat only and give me some feedback. How do you think the process has been so far with this masterclass? And what have you learned from the most in this masterclass? And what would you like to see going forward in this masterclass? Because this masterclass is going to run all of 2021. This is going to be like a 14, 15 part series. And then at the very end, we're going to package it into a DVD, and it's going to be a 24, 30-hour DVD. Day Trading Masterclass. GameStop, we said it in the Sunday scan. Get out now while you can, because it's going to be all downhill from there. Sure enough, when that market opened Monday, all week it decayed all the way down. That's what it did right there. 1 week. This thing opened up at 350 and it went all the way down. Wow. 80 bucks. 50 bucks. It's due for a good bounce though. So I'm going to be keeping eyes on GameStop going into next week. I'm looking for that big bounce. I'm looking to make at least 150 bucks to the upside on this. So, and I'm going to ride it out. It's going to be a good score. We call it the dead cat bounce. So, I'm not trying to be negative or anything, but I'll buy it now at 50. And then when it bounces back up to 300, ouch, that hurts. That's a 200. For me, when I trade, I like to trade off of psychological numbers. So I always have a trading plan, every trade. AAME, when I traded this, trading off psychological numbers, look at it bounced right at 10 bucks. Bounced at 10 right there. Bounced again at 10, up to 12. Quick consolidation, exploded up to 15. Wow, this Streamlabs, it just keeps cutting out on me. We go back into here, pull up TraderSync. So the goal every week is to end green. That's the goal. First week of February, I made almost $5,000. If I can end every week green, that leads to a green month. Wow, this was a good trade. See, look at that breakout right there. Got in at 1280, sold it up here over 15 bucks. This trade alone, I made, how much did I make on this? I made $21,000 trading that stock all day. And that was just a piece of the pie. From 13 to 15. This thing ran from $4 all the way up to $20. A $16 move to the upside. And all we do as traders is try to catch a piece of the pie, like I said. Armanda says, for me, the biggest eye-opener from masterclass was understanding of consolidations and wedges. Yup. Which reminds me, I'm going to add in something to put into this next masterclass. I'm telling you guys, if you have not signed up for this masterclass, you guys are missing out. I'm putting in some dope knowledge into this class. These classes, I would say. All right, are there any other questions you guys want me to answer before we end the stream today? Anything you guys want me to talk about? I wish I could pull up the huh. I don't get on this TraderSync much. All I do with it is input my trades. I look at the basic statistics, and that's it. hold time. See, I make the most of my money holding 0 to 5 minutes. It's like, honestly, what I think I'm going through right now is, I'm, going through a transition with my emotions to go to the next level. I mentioned this in chat last week, because last week it was just back and forth for me. Make 10,000, lose 20,000, make 20,000, lose 15,000. It was just back and forth, back and forth. And I think psychologically and emotionally, I'm conditioning myself to move up to that next level. Because you can't move on to the next level until you experience what it feels like to have a $25,000, $30,000 loser. How do you react and how do you feel when you have a $30,000 winner? You know, you can't get excited and have that adrenaline pumping and rushing. You have to be calm and chill because you got to move on to the next one. I'll do my celebrating at the end of the day. The general problem newbies like me was trading high of day breakouts, trying them for months without real success. Exactly. That's what all these people out here on YouTube try to teach new people, to buy high of day breakouts. Timothy Sykes, what does he preach? I buy high of day breakouts and I buy 52-week high breakouts. A new person coming into this, they're not going to know how to break down charts. So all they're going to be looking at is a 1-minute chart, and they're going to be looking at a daily chart. That's all they're probably going to be looking at. They're not looking at 5-minute charts, 30-minute charts. And then they're thinking too, when it breaks that high of day, they buy. You don't want to be doing that. This is a real strategic game. It really is. And I've found as a trader, I make most of my money buying pullbacks, reversals, bounces. It's all about developing your own playbook. Do I think the meme stocks will follow GameStop this week? I have no clue. No clue. I always try to take it a day at a time because anything could happen next week. You know, anything. Let's say, and this is just an example, and I don't want this to happen. This is just an example. But let's just say, for an example, a terrorist attack happens in New York City, an oil rig explodes, has several casualties, something big happens. It could totally change, and then that will be the topic. Everybody will forget about GameStop, and they'll move on to something else. That's what it's. The stock market is, remember this, the stock market is very trendy. Very trendy. Let's man, that's, I'm not trying to pick on you, Rondo Rocket, but man, why? Why would you do that? Why? It's my logical thinking, and if I could put my 2 cents on that, you have a war going on right now between retail traders and hedge funds and the big money. There's a war going on. Let those guys battle it. Let them guys blow up their accounts and their money. I keep hearing a lot of people say, hold the line, hold. Why the heck am I gonna buy GameStop way up here at $500 a share and hold on to it? Just from holding on to it, it's down $400. Hold the line. Now you're holding and hoping. Now you just blew up your whole life savings in your portfolio. And do you think they care that you blew your account up? Nope, they don't care. But hold the line though. Hold it. Hold. We will come through. It may take tomorrow. It may happen 5 years from now. But hold. To the moon. That's what they say. Let those guys battle it out. I'll sit on the sidelines and I'll piggyback the sympathy plays. Sympathy plays like Bed Bath & Beyond. You know, and I want to stay cash. I want to stay cash because opportunities come along like AAME, and it runs from $4 up to $16 in one day. But I can't take advantage of that because now I have all my money tied up in GameStop. You see the logical thinking right there? So, man, that's a tough one. That sucks. I feel bad for a lot of people that are stuck in on this. That sucks. Because now your money's tied up, and like I just said, all these opportunities come around in the stock market and you can't take advantage of it because now your money's tied up. You are officially an investor now. You're not a trader, you're an investor. I try to pay attention to the stock market. My eyes are constantly going everywhere because I want to try to pick up on patterns that are happening over and over again. What's the theme? You know, am I noticing stocks are selling off in the morning and then an hour later they're rebounding up? Am I noticing reverse split stocks are running 2 days later? Am I noticing IPOs are running a week later? Am I noticing a lot of wedge breakouts? Am I noticing, you know, low floats, China low float stocks running? You know, the quicker you pick up on these patterns, the more you can take and capitalize on them. And then once more and more people find out about it, they change the pattern. So you constantly got to be on the lookout and alerted. And this is why I'm here every single day from 8 till around 1, 2 p.m. Always want to have eyes in the market. It's just a psychological barrier that you go through. Everybody has it too. Everybody holds on to their losers like this, and they hope for it to come back up. And then you got people too that once they do have a winner, they cut it short very, very quick because they get excited that they made profit. And then they watch the stock continue to run and run and run and run and run. It's just human nature. So it takes a while for you to fully understand, cut your losers as soon as possible and let your winners run. Always try to keep that big picture in mind because you could get tunnel vision really, really bad. Like SAVA. Got tunnel vision on the 1 minute time frame. And look at this thing from $115. This went all the way down to $65. Trying to catch this right here. If for a bounce, you paid for it right there. All you simply had to do was slap a trend line on it like that. And you see how it finally broke over that trend line and it ran up from 70 up to 80, a nice $10 run right there. It's all about the styles and strategies that you pick up as a trader. All right, guys. Once again, before I leave out today, next Tuesday, February 9th, is going to be part 4 of the masterclass. If you haven't signed up already, go to my page, click that join button, sign up for the day trading masterclass. If you're not in the Discord already, join the Discord. Look for me, Mr.Wolf. Send me a private message with your YouTube username, and we'll unlock the Discord for you. And let's all grow together as a community, a team, be a part of the Wolf Pack. We're all out here every single day helping each other grow, learn as traders and as individuals. We all want to see each other succeed here. That's the goal. If you could grow a little bit more and more every day and help others grow more and more every day, that makes a happy community. We're out here every single day killing it. Killing it. And I've watched all of you members grow. You guys done amazing. Amazing. When you guys, a lot of you came in here, you didn't know nothing. You were a complete noob. Didn't know how to read a chart, how to find stocks. And now look, a couple months later, you guys are out here calling out stocks with confidence